A tasty tyre change of around 2 to 2.4 seconds is something that every single Formula 1 driver can only dream of when they pull in for fresh rubber during a race. Those vital few seconds can be the difference between first and second, third and fourth, and a World Championship winner and runner-up. But in the last few weeks, things have been more problematic in the pit stop, so we here at GPFans thought we'd dive into exactly why. Before we go any further, a reminder to hit the subscribe button down below. Do it as fast as the new button on the wheel gun, perhaps, to stay up to date with everything we do here at the channel. Now, let's dive into the problems in the pit lane. A smooth, fast tyre change is crucial for a good result in Formula 1. The teams therefore invest a lot of money and man-hours into perfecting it. A pit stop in Formula 1 is a work of art. It takes on average of around about 2 seconds, if done correctly, for 4 new sets of rubber to be put on the car in the blink of an eye. About 20 mechanics are present for a change of tyres, each with their own task to do. If all goes well, important positions can be won in the pit lane, but if things go wrong, it can all end in tears. For example, look at what happened in Monza between Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton. The duo met at that first chicane after the long home straight due to a bad pit stop for both drivers, and it all ended in tears. FIA regulation changes. That coming together was quite remarkable in Monza, considering that Red Bull Racing is known for its often absurdly fast pit stops. Times under 2 seconds are no stranger to the Milton Keynes-based constructor. In 2019, they even clocked the world record by replacing Verstappen's tyres in Brazil in 1.83 seconds. That record will also stand for a while, as the FIA has recently made a number of rule changes that mean a pit stop can no longer take place under 2 seconds. This is in connection with safety, but for the time being, it mainly leads to a few dangerous situations. Safety in the pit lane. The FIA was concerned that the increasingly faster pit stops would increase the risk of a tyre slipping. In a packed pit lane, a runaway Formula 1 tyre is the last thing that you'd ever want to see. There are in total hundreds of people working down there, of course. The motorsport body has therefore decided that every mechanic with a wheel gun must first give his approval after he has mounted his wheel. When all 4 tyres have been checked, a green light comes on and the car is off and away again. The new procedure. There must be at least 2 tenths between the moment a tyre is put on and the mechanic giving approval. According to the FIA, this is the time it takes for a human response. This is where things have gone wrong for several teams in recent races. In Russia, for example, the McLaren mechanic stood at Ricciardo's pit stop waving that the tyres were on, but the mechanic with the front jack received no signal that he could let the Australian go. One of the rear wheels had to be agreed again, after which he was finally allowed to leave the pit lane. Problems with the teams. Verstappen seemed to have the same problem at Monza, while Perez also stood still for 9 seconds last Sunday in Russia. At Ferrari, the pit stops lasted about 5 seconds, no real time to write home about either. It's hard to say exactly where things are going wrong though. For example, Red Bull Racing team boss Christian Horner said that at Verstappen's stop in Monza, one of the mechanics forgot to hit the agree button on his wheel gun, while Perez's bad stop in Russia had nothing to do with the new regulations. There's plenty to discuss then. It seems the teams need some time to get used to the new procedure, but apart from these startup problems, there is a lot of criticism about the changes anyway. F1 is known for innovation and operating on the edge of what is possible, leaving many fans and connoisseurs of the sport wondering why you would ask the teams to consciously slow down. Safety is, of course, paramount, but for the time being, it mainly leads to unclear situations in the pit lane, and that is a problem in itself. So what do you think of the new regulations? Do you want to see tyre changes slowed down for the safety and security of the mechanics? Of course we do. but do we want to see record-breaking tyre changes at the same time? Well, we kind of want that as well. Which one should we take priority with? I know kind of probably what the fans want. I know exactly what the FIA want. But we want to know your thoughts in the conversation down below in the comments section. Let us know what you think of the new pit lane regime and whether it's a help or a hindrance to the viewing spectacle of an F1 race day. And hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with everything that we do across the channel here at GP Fans.